objective in that opening hotel, but can it be ice for the Mutineers? Can they lock it up here on Mercado? Get those points that they are so desperately needing when it comes down to champs at the end of the year, or can the Subliners force us to a game 5? Here we go.
We're starting off on this map. New York starting off on the better side. We were talking about Skyz having a phenomenal series, and he already starts it off with a nice little 3-piece in the feed, make it 4. They're trying to maintain that green side of the map, but one player is going to be able to slip on through. Brack, he's going to put himself in that position. Now he's able to flip those spawns for Florida, but New York are doing a great job of just getting all this time off of this P1 as much as they can. Yeah, they can. Well, Skyz is making the highlight plays, but ultimately it is the Mutineers doing a wonderful job when it comes down to really the point of the game, the objective of the game. They'll have their toe now into P1, but more specifically, they've got the rotation now toward Cantina. Without question, we talked about Mercado, lots of money hills, but these two in specific over at the Cantina, bottom and top, are the ones to look out for. Skyz to start early with some highlights, but now it is Big Cap's turn. Trying to get things going. That's now going to be 4 in a row for him. Do we have 5? Is 5 on the cards? No, not going to happen. Mutineers take the lead. Mutineers take the lead, and now it's all on to Brack and Fellow. They combine for 3. The ARs winning those close engagements are able to hold the first push from New York. Fellow finds 4 in the feed, so now this is where New York are put in the situation. We have to cut our losses. We have to give up that final 30 seconds. We have to be able to set up properly around this 10 hill. As Priestess does at least find that kill onto Brack, able to take him off of a little bit of time towards this P2. But it's going to be New York in that full rotation over towards 10. All right, Fellow, lovely 8-3 start for him. We were talking about how he's been in the objective, but this man can still slay. Ladies and gentlemen, 8-3. After 2 hard points, the last iteration of the Mutineers, as we said, 0-6 when it came down to Mercado hard point. They were last in breaks, but what can this team do? One player spawns out, a current 4v3. Brack looking for the angle as Mutineers begin their attack. Hey, you just got to bait for Fellow right here. You know how crucial that cruise missile can be in the later half of this game. He's just going to try to push right on in. He eventually does drop the Kismet. I would like to see Fellow just take his time there because that kill was so important. Eventually leads to Kismet finding 3. So New York needed a response at the 10 hill to get themselves back into this game. And it's looking like it's potentially going to be a full 60 hold for them to take the lead. Yeah, like you said, man, that just did not look like a very well-coordinated moment there. It's like if you're looking for at least 1 out of the 2, and it felt like for Florida, they go 0 for 2. Whether streaks or breaks, they don't find either. And quickly, New York have not just found themselves back in this game, but a full 60 over at 10 will now lead them into this game, give them the advantage. To Barbershop we go, toward the back alley. Get ready for trophies, get ready for nades, get ready for some bad steps because here come the bullets. Early exchanges coming forward, an all-out headbutt, and for good reason. The hard point calls for it. Into it we go. Hydra able to find another as New York jump right on in. Everyone's just trying to get a haircut, man. Chairs are stacked in towards the Barbershop, but it's going to be New York able to come out on top in the trades. Now it's all about holding down this pressure, but they cannot. Fellow finds 2 in the feed. And Florida are able to find the instant break right on back. So now with 30 seconds left, New York are still going to put pressure. 2 players pushing up through the back alley. They know that they don't want to give up all this time. The other 2 guys are cutting their losses. They're trying to set up around 10 again. Yep, a good retake there for the Mutineers as they look great to walk away with the final 15. I was going to say player 5, really the player to look out for in Capsule. Trying to be a scout, he just gets a wonderful spawn. He just spawned toward the top side. New York are gonna have no idea that he's here, and he gets 2 for free. He gets 2 for free. Kismet eventually finds him, but that spawn, without a doubt, gives Mutineers the early advantage. Yeah, Capsule gets the COD gods to bless him in that situation. So now Florida able to find this early break on towards the Courtyard Hill. New York are all trying to push out from Garage, but it's Florida with more bodies there winning these trades. They are indeed. A big moment, a big spot right now for the Mutineers as they're able to clean up all 4, and there is no better time than right now to go to a listing with the Mutineers.
Big door, keep looking left.
I got you. You want your own makeup, Cap?
Okay.
You should go, Tyler.
It's a good time.
I am. I'm backing up.
You should go, Cap.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you down for a little bit longer.
Where are we going? What's up? Go hedge. Go hedge.
Go, Tyler.
Leaving.
Could be deep to my right.
He's something.
Take your time. Try to play for an entry.
One's laying down tunnel. Kismet. He's just laying down.
I think we're carpet. Guys, go carpet. Go carpet, guys. Go carpet. We're going carpet. We're going carpet.
Left tunnel weak.
He went left. He went Z. Kiss. Z.
One's
Trips?
trips.
Go line up, go line up.
Absolute trips. Absolute trips.
Preset trips, preset
I'm
trips.
taking a long route.
Left,
Go left.
Make
Don't
sure
play
he's
heads. Don't play heads.
outside.
One's head shouldering, one's
One
tunnel, and
was
then one's
trip.
top mid.
One was trips. Okay.
Okay, I heard
Go
him.
for
Go,
cover.
Still trips. Trips is one shot. He's just laying down back there.
Should die.
His
running
trips
out.
holding tunnel. You
I'm
can't
running out.
cross.
Look over.
Make sure
Trips is weak.
Kiss head, just one shot.
Trips coming.
Need to kill that guy, guys.
Good job. I still spawn courtyard.
They're
I'm
gonna be
coming.
now.
Gold. One hit me on you.
Nice.
That's two dead.
I'm flying.
Yeah, you
There's
can go.
Oh,
Behind you, trips, one shot.
Weak. I hit
He
him
ran towards
once or
Barber.
twice. He's by Barber. By Barber.
he's fake stun. Fake stun.
They sent me.
Make sure you play these
No,
ones.
what's behind me? Fuck. What's
He
behind
can
me?
be a Barber.
He's still here, guys.
Two.
He's really weak.
Good job.
Look for.
Looking for.
I don't see anything back alley.
No,
I'm
he's
pressuring
shouting me a
this.
hold, bro. Fuck. What's
I'll
the
play
fuck?
for.
Oh, he's signed. He's signed corner. He's
And the Florida Mutineers, I don't know about you, Lana, but it felt like they were in a library or something. Everyone was just
kicked up.
whispering. They were all just staying super locked in. No one high energy. As they were trying to set up the break in towards Cantinas, but New York with a full 60 hold, able to get themselves right back into this game. Florida do a great job putting themselves on the preferred side of the map for this next hill. They are set up fully for this parking lot hill.
Yeah, and it feels like this HP very well could tell the tale of really what the rest of this series could look like. And, well, it's looking quite nicely there for the Subliners. I was going to say, a Mutineers hold, that very well could be a sign of things to come. But on the flip side, Subliners there for the break, a full 60 on that last hill. And right now they are primed and ready to get some great time now at P7. Capsule, all right, eventually does get found out. Nice long-term gunfight there with the French Phenom. Hydra currently stalled, but the rest of his teammates are doing everything that they need. Falls off the 5 spree, but New York, a great answer. And the Mutineers will find the last few seconds, but Jade, this is very much so a neck and neck game. Battle now going down toward the bottom side of the map, and that has got to be the focus for right now. Pistol out, Skyz gets a little dicey. Able to find it, and now New York preferred map positioning.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that New York are going to change this go around. Our second rotation in the hard points is setting himself up properly for that Cantina Hill where Florida found a lot of success. So far, the Mutineers, they're getting all the kills in the feed. Skyz is going to turn around, put his back towards Brack, and now with Florida picking up all those kills, they are able to flip the map. They're getting closer and closer to that 250-point mark. But Hydra, my name is Paco. He strikes again. He finds 3.
My name is Paco. Hydra, my word. Having an answer, and he's going to need another one, but you can guarantee that he's going to have himself a moment. Now on 5 in a row, 1 away from the cruise. However, a few players have started to make their way toward the backside.
Gotta back up.
Mutineers, they have an angle, they have a chance. Player number 7 not going to get any close spawns, so with that, sweat off the brow, Hydra eventually falls off of his spree. And now here come Florida. They've got numbers for the moment.
Look at the spawns for New York all the way at 10, so it's going to be all out pressure for Florida through the back alley. Hydra knows that this is where you have to invest that cruise missile, give the information to your teammates and where they're all coming from as they find 3 in the feed. And now they're going to be able to get fully set up for bottom Cantinas. Florida have to try to find a break. There's 3 stacking through that barbershop alley.
Need a break now. As we said, for the Mutineers, this game is huge. Momentum is starting to go the other direction. It's starting to favor the left side of the screen. Fellow able to find one, but Skyz is able to answer. Can Caesar find another? Presence felt. A few tagged, a few shots exchanged. 15 seconds still to fight for. Meanwhile, that rotation is happening. Skyz wins his fight. And on the other side, I believe it's New York who also are in the driver's seat, but here comes Brack. Can this streak deliver? Yes, it does. Brack able to find one, and now it's Florida who find themselves in desperate need of a bit of map positioning. An all-out headbutt now into 10 we go, 3 down.
That's good work right there for Florida to get that cruise missile invested so you get all the information on where they're trying to break in from. They find all the kills. They are also able to shut down Hydra. Capsule currently on a 3 spree, trying to turn up for the Florida Mutineers. This has been such a back and forth hard point, but it's looking like Florida going to take the lead right on back.
Oh my God, another lead change. Capsule, he doesn't know where to look. Does not know where to look, and from there,
Skyz.
Skyz, oh, he does not spot fellow from the top. That's a big 1v1. Mutineers,
Uh-oh.
now we're able to grab that, and now it's a battle of the rotations. It has been all-out chaos, and it begins again.
New York just had 2 players spawning towards
What
the middle
is
of
that?
Godheady because Florida had a couple players spawn out towards back alley bananas. And now, it looked like to be Florida, after winning all those gunfights, are now not going to have those preferred spawns. New York can potentially win it here, but now you have one player, Kizit, spawning all the way across the map. Florida has to put on the pressure.
We talked about it in our opening hard point. So many HPs lately for New York have been going down to the wire, and they have been losing them. Can it be
That's
the
too dead.
opportunity? Could this be the catalyst? Or is
All
it
dead.
chaos again? It is chaos again! Florida find every single kill, and now they find themselves in the best position possible. NYSL beginning to scramble. A few more kills, and this could be series. This could be series. Fellow drops. Capital, the big 1v1. He's able to take it. Oh, big cap. Not able to find another. And now for New York, it could come down to this. Havok, if he wins this, that could be game. If Havok wins it, did they get the tick? Did they get the tick? Is it game? Is this it? Is this it? Yes, it is. Talk about big brain plays. Route Man gets paid again. Havok, no opportunity to hesitate. Everybody, every single player was thinking about their rotation, Jay, except for one. That being Colt, he goes for the last second challenge. He wins that. And the Mutineers call series. How's that for an upset?
Man, I was not expecting that. Usually in those final moments, when you find yourself in a situation where you could win off of that old hill, if Havok doesn't find that 1v1 kill, he basically causes his team the map because you don't have the numbers off the rotation. But he timed it perfectly. Didn't check his corner. He finds that kill onto Hydra, and that time is starting to tick, man. Havok's thinking in the back of his mind, hopefully I get this last little tick to close out the game, because I potentially almost costed my team that map number 4. But he makes the heads up play. He's able to find that final time in towards the barbershop. And what was Florida Mutineers, a team that struggled in hardpoint, take 2 versus the New York Subliners, and now send them home back.
Wild scenes so far here on just day number 2 of the Optic Texas Major. NYSL out top 12. Whew.